Good evening, good morning, good everything, friends. How you doing today? I hope you had a good Monday. I like to think about this as a marvelous Monday. See, Monday is that day of the week where stuff begins to get put into action, into motion. Some people start getting into motion on Sunday. In fact, some people are actually in boot camps on Sunday. Did you go for a boot camp on Sunday? Did you study on Sunday? There's no pain, no gain. So through the weekend, I expect you to be studying, to be putting in the time and the effort. Hey, there are two types of students when it comes to this PMP exam. First student is on my right, this one right here. This is the student that has an excuse every single day of the week or every single week of the month why they did not put in the right amount of time. This is the student who has all the wrong things to say about the PMI and about the PMP exam. This is the student. I used to have students like this in a previous firm. Management would send them for training and they would say, I don't want to become a PMP. I hate the PMI and this stupid project management in the PMBOK ad. That's what they'd say. And management would say, well, it's up to you. If you want to get certified and get promoted, then do it. And if you don't want to get promoted, if you don't want to have those top PM positions in the PMO, then you can keep moaning and whining. I've got students like this who have everything wrong to say about the PMI. But I've got other students, just like you, right, who are like the stormtrooper. Stormtroopers carrying a huge, huge backpack. Well, the first thing Stormtrooper says when you put his backpack on is,
I've got my gear ready to take on the rebels.
I've got my gear ready to take on the rebels. That's a positive mental attitude. Stormtrooper has a positive mental attitude. The baby has a whiny attitude. Everything's wrong, nothing's right.
Awaiting orders, Commander.
You hear that? Awaiting orders. Which one do you gravitate towards? I know you gravitate towards a stormtrooper. But there are folks who are like this. We don't want to be like the baby. All right, so if you've got any questions about the PMP exam, I would be more than happy. Thank you, Stormtrooper. I'd be more than happy to answer your questions really quick before I hop off. But before I do, I wanted to share with you a tool that I have used for so many of my classes. It's a little folder, but in the folder, I have categories of words, keywords, and phrases, ITTOs. Items of interest is what I call them. And these items of interest are sorted out by chapter. See? And each one of these is a word or phrase that means something. Can you define that for me? Can you tell me the difference between that and quality control measurements? Can you tell me where each of them comes from, goes to? How about this? You see, when I was teaching a particular university out here on the West Coast, I decided to spend an afternoon on getting all of those students to make these flashcards with over 100 words. And at the end of the day, it paid off. I had so many rock stars from that class. But it started with the orientation of every single word in the glossary and every word I could remember that made sense in preparing for the PMP exam, you see. So I want to challenge you, make your own flashcards. Name of the thing in front, and at the back, a blurb about what that thing is. This is how you get the ITTO straight. Page 686, that page you love, or should I say set of pages, 686 all the way to 691 or 692, all of those sub tools and techniques. You might want to do this, for that. Anyway, that's the quality chapter right there. And I go about with a bunch of markers, so that I can color code the different chapters. There was a student of mine who took me up on this challenge very recently, and he created a place in his house where every single ITTO was on the wall. And he would go into the room and look at the wall, and if there was one or two, every day that he was out of alignment with, really didn't know too well, he would go back to the book, open it up, read it, study hard. And this student didn't do that very well on our mock exam. In fact, this student's score was in the 60s. Our mock exam has a 70 passing score. But anyway, he took it again, ended up passing, but he didn't tell me he was going to take the exam. I just got an email, fail, I passed. How did you do it? And he sent me an image, which I've shared on this channel in the past, a room full of all manner of post-it notes, different colors, different sizes, and he pretty much made a shrine of ITTOs. That's how he was able to get the PMP exam behind him. Some of his colleagues who actually passed the mock exam haven't attained what he has, you see. I often tell people it's not about the mock alone, it's about the positive mental attitude, and it's about the no limits in your perception. That is what is going to get you to the finish line. All right? So we got the 4th of July coming up. You guys getting ready to have some fun? You getting ready to run away from the PMBOK guide for a few days? Not in my world. I expect that you're still going to be hitting the PMBOK guide. You're still going to hit it on the 4th, whether you wake up early to do it or you do it in the afternoon when everyone's no, you don't want to do it in the afternoon because everyone's going to be having a blast. So you can do it at night. Hopefully you won't be too tired. People say, Phil, I don't have to do this every day. I have a life. It's up to you, folks. I'm just giving you my 2 cents. If I were you, if I'm getting ready for the PMP exam, I would drive this stuff hard every single day of the week. And every single time I remember I've got a commitment to my family to bring it, to get certified so I can elevate my state, I'm going to do it. I'm going to open up a book. I'm going to look at my phone. I'm going to do something, holding myself accountable. Anyway, that's pretty much what I had for tonight. I appreciate you joining. If you have any questions about the PMP exam, never hesitate to send them in. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have about the exam anytime. All right? So I appreciate you. I wish you a happy 4th of July. Have a blast. Enjoy yourself. Those of you in the US, if you are not in the US and it's just another day in paradise, enjoy. Keep on trucking. Keep on hitting it. And don't forget, questions and comments. Always welcome in the videos. If, like me, when I got ready for my exam, I wished there was someone who would say, have you got any questions? But the only person that I had to speak to was this dude I bought a book from on eBay. And all he wanted to do was sell his book. And the moment he sold his book, off he went. And he didn't give me any advice or 2 cents or mentoring. So take advantage of the channel, all right? Send in any questions you have. Maybe it's an area of the PMBOK guide that is making you scratch your head. Maybe it's certain things that people are telling you about the PMP exam that you want to keep straight, all right? Don't hesitate. And other people are also going to benefit from your questions, all right? Take care. Speak to you guys soon. Have fun.